So then guys, in 2025, could we be getting some big updates to the Apple Watches? Well, today I want to go over everything that we know about the Apple Watches that could be coming out next year. But first of all, let's cover over then where we are with the current Apple Watches in 2024. We only really got one big design update, and that was with the Apple Watch Series 10. The Series 10 gave us a brand new update in 2024, and the two most noticeable parts about this was that we actually had a bigger display with the Apple Watch, and then also it's 10% thinner than previous models. But essentially the design language is very similar to what we had before, and obviously we got the new S10 chip put inside of it, and Apple promised the same sort of battery life that we've had in, say, the Apple Watch Series 9, the Series 8, and the Series 7. So this was really great news to see. Then with the Apple Watch Ultra 2, we didn't actually get anything new with this in a design or new chip. All we got was an additional color added to the range, what was more of a dark sort of titanium, and then we also got a brand new sort of strap, what you could also get for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. But apart from this, nothing really else was added in sort of hardware capabilities to this watch. So with that, and looking towards 2025, what updates could we see for the Apple Watches? Well, first of all, I want to talk about this watch we can see right here. This here is the Apple Watch SE. Now, the Apple Watch SE first got introduced back in 2020, and essentially what it was a bit of a watered down Apple Watch Series 4, and then what we got with that, we got a far lower price with it, and things like always on display, and a couple of the other sort of sensors and things that were missing, but it's an overall fantastic watch. But then only 2 years later, after that watch came out, we actually got an update to the second generation Apple Watch, or SE model, and this was in 2022, and the design language stayed exactly the same, but the only main sort of change that we got was things like car crash detection. We got a newer chip put inside of it, but that was it. The actual design and everything like that stayed exactly the same. And believe it or not, now as we get to 2025, it's been 3 years by that point since we've actually had an update with the Apple Watch SE, so it definitely deserves having it. Just like the iPhone SE hasn't had an update in about 3 years, so has the Apple Watch Series, or the Apple Watch SE model. There has been some leaks and rumours bouncing around for this watch that we could potentially even get it in a plastic this time to actually help reduce the cost down and make it even more lightweight, but obviously that only came out once and we haven't heard anything since then. And the other rumour that we may even hear is that when we get the new iPhone SE, what's looking likely to come out around sort of springtime, March or April, we could actually get a new Apple Watch SE come along with that too, what would be really cool to see. Or the other case, what would happen if we didn't get it then, it's definitely on the cards that a new Apple Watch SE will be coming out in September time in 2025, alongside to say the other Apple Watches and also say the iPhone 17 model. So this will be really cool to see that we finally get an update to the SE if you've been waiting out on that. The next Apple Watch to be updated will be the Apple Watch Series 11. And essentially we're not expecting some big changes with this watch in its design. Obviously we've just had the update to the current design with the Series 10, like I said, it's 10% smaller and thinner, and also we've got the larger screen. But do expect that we may be getting 1 or 2 new sensors added into this to keep your heart rate, keep an eye on that more, and things like this. Do not expect the glucose sensor though. That's one disappointing thing to see. This is still a couple of years away, so I don't think this is coming this year, really sadly. But apart from this, there really probably isn't going to be many other changes. Mainly it's going to be 1 or 2 extra sort of sensors and abilities to do with software, but the actual design language and everything else like that, and even the battery life will probably stay exactly the same for the Series 11 watch. But one thing that is definitely going to be happening on this channel before any Apple Watch is released is the giveaway on this channel for this. This here is an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I'm giving this away in a live stream literally in a matter of days. In fact, the actual live stream is happening on the 22nd of December, so this Sunday, and the time of that will be at 1800 hours in UK time, or the equivalent, I believe that is in say Pacific time. That is around about say 10 AM, and I think that's about 1 PM Eastern time if I'm correct. You have to double check. Whatever it is, it's the equivalent of say 1800 UK time or 6 PM UK time. So yeah, I think I've got it correct, but you have to just double check that. But on that is when I'll be doing the live stream for this giveaway. giveaway. And what you can do is you can still enter into it right now. And then all you have to do is just put down into the comments below at this stage of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2024 or even into 2025. Put it down into the comments below. It could be Apple related, so it could be a new iPhone, it could be a new Mac, it could be non-Apple related, it could be a PS5 Pro, it could be a DJI Pro drone, for example. Put it down in the comments below. And the other thing what you guys will need to do too is you'll need to fill in the form that's in the description of this video. So make sure you fill in that, and also check out the giveaway video as well, because obviously there'll be more information in that if you want to get even more details, because obviously I do cover a lot of that in that video that I recently made. But the other thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, obviously, that you don't want to miss out on that live stream, so make sure if you haven't done so already to subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because like I said, that stream is happening this Sunday. And plus you want to be a subscriber too, because I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say though to you guys is that sadly there are still scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me too, telling you to WhatsApp, to Telegram, to Instagram, direct message. Please do ignore these people. Better so you can see right here. Please do report them. So the last Apple Watch to be updated is the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and more than likely it's going to be updated in 2025 because it was completely skipped out in 2024 apart from its new color. What we have heard potentially is that we could actually get a slightly slimmer Apple Watch 3, what would be absolutely amazing to see. As you can see some of the renders that we've got right here, this does look absolutely incredible what we could be getting with it. And then obviously the screen might also be, end-to-end sort of ratio. There might not be any kind of border or bezel around it, so the screen could be slightly bigger there, and this would be really, really cool too. And then plus it might be slightly thinner, but don't expect, say, the battery life to be any better than we have right now. It's more than likely going to stay around the same, because this is what Apple believe is the right amount for an Apple Watch Ultra 3, even though I would disagree, and probably you guys would disagree with this too, but that's just the way of Apple. But with any new sort of sensors or anything like that that is added to, say, the Apple Watch Series 11, these will probably be transferred over to the Ultra 3. So any of that heart rate sort of monitoring and things like this that are introduced, then these will be coming available, and that will be really, really awesome to see on the Ultra 3 model. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest that we know about the Apple Watches in 2025. It does look like that every single model is going to be upgraded, and this is great news to hear. Are you planning on getting yourself one of these new Apple Watches yourself? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button, and also if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.